Anyway, we're here with more Texas Senator Ted Cruz. And for all of that, the thanks he gets is, death threats and violence against Tesla dealerships, Tesla charging stations, and Tesla cars. Great.
Well, listen, the left's reaction to Elon Musk shows what utter hypocrites they are. We've seen for the better part of a decade the left screaming that climate change is going to end humanity and nothing matters more than stopping the internal combustion engine and moving to electric vehicles. Elon Musk started what became the largest electric vehicle manufacturer in the world, Tesla. And 5 years ago, Elon was a hero to the left. And then he had the temerity to actually speak the truth, to support Donald Trump, to speak up against the madness of open borders, to speak up against the insanity of men and women's sports, to speak up against the woke mind virus. And the left decided he was Adolf Hitler. He was the embodiment of evil. They're engaged in domestic terrorism against him. What you said is exactly right. I think the American people ought to be saying to Elon, thank you, thank you, thank you. He came and spent 4 months working for the American people free of charge, didn't collect a salary, made nothing. He rooted out massive waste, fraud, and abuse. And he did so at enormous cost to himself. You look at his stock holdings dropped tens of billions of dollars. It was a personal sacrifice, and the death threats that were directed against him were massive. I think Elon is an extraordinary entrepreneur, an extraordinary business leader. As you know, I interviewed Elon on my podcast, Verdict with Ted Cruz. I spent an hour one-on-one with Elon in the White House. It's absolutely fascinating, his mind, the way it works.
He's brilliant.
Sean, you and I have both known a lot of really smart people in the world. I got to say, Elon is hands down the smartest person I've ever met. Out of 8 billion people, if you assume a normal distribution, someone is at the bleeding edge of the bell curve, and that guy's name is Elon.
I totally agree, and I'm grateful for all he did. And by the way, I bought a Tesla, kind of in solidarity, and I gave one away on my radio show, and it's the best car I've ever driven, the best engineered car. It is the fastest car, the most fun car. It's really amazing. Let me ask you the big story of the day, and that is, if you want to call it Dementiagate, we can call it Dementiagate, but obviously this is, to me, the biggest White House scandal by far in our lifetime, if not in the history of our republic. The fact that Joe was cognitively compromised, everybody knew, and everybody, we have no idea who was in charge, no idea at all whatsoever, but clearly everybody knew he was not up to the job, and they hid it from the American people.
Sean, it was fundamental dishonesty, and it was deliberate. The Democrats were lying. Every Democrat senator was lying. Every Democrat House member was not lying. Every Democrat cabinet member was lying, and the entire corporate media was lying. Just a week ago, Jake Tapper broke this bombshell book that Biden's mental decline was covered up by Jake Tapper, because Jake Tapper and CNN were utterly complicit in covering it up.
Jake.
And apparently he suddenly discovered.
We call him Fake Jake on this show.
And they knew.
Show. Now he's going to profit off it after excoriating Laura Trump and then saying, well, I called her up and she was right, I was wrong. No kidding. I want to get to the bottom of it. We've got to know how bad this was. And it shows the depth of Trump derangement syndrome. Last question. What's the status in the Senate on the one big, beautiful bill, Senator? There has been some resistance expressed publicly. Are you confident that bill will get marked up and go to conference with the House and we'll come up with a final bill?
Absolutely. We will get it done. Now, it's going to be bumpy. It's going to be messy. But we will get it done because it is the main vehicle for us to deliver on the mandate from the voters. We are going to secure the border. We're going to rebuild the military. We're going to cut taxes. And I hope and believe the Senate is going to cut spending more than the House, that we're going to see the Senate be more fiscally conservative and to stop bankrupting this country. That's what we need to do.
You've got to admit, that would be a first.
But
I hope so.
But here's my argument, Sean. There are 53 Republicans in the Senate. I think the 50th most fiscally conservative senator is to the right of the 218th most fiscally conservative House member. Now we just need to stand up and do the right thing.
Oh, boy. conference might be a little tense, but we'll get there. Senator Ted Cruz, thank you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.